Hi, it's Rosie at RoseByNameCo. I've come back to show you another journal that I have completed, and it's in my Etsy shop right now. It will come in this cute little gift bag that I made. It is called Avidity, and it is a witch or a Gothic journal, maybe gypsy journal, or however you would like to use it. Let me show you the size of this journal. Let's start off that way. And looks like it is about 7 by about 5. So about a 5 by 7 journal. And it does have one signature inside. It is quite thick with about 100 pages and lots of goodies. I've sewn a lot of the journal as well, as I usually do, because I love sewing. And then it has lots of fluff on top here in the different colors and so on. And it is a soft cover, so it's very, it's very moldable. So you can, stick it in your drawer or however you want to use it. It does have these small beads on the side here as a tassel. And then has some eyelash trim and different tabs on here, cheesecloth and so on. And then over here we have this hanging, almost like a little rack, I guess, of jewels. Charms are on a little hook of their own, and you can use them and put them somewhere else. So you have a little owl here, charm, and a rose, and the pentagram. So it looks quite well, charming on here as well, just like that. But you can always choose to put them somewhere else. So in the back here too is this circles, green circles fabric, and I don't know where I got it. Probably at a thrift shop somewhere. It's, of course, it's not new. It has been used for something, but I cut it out for this cover because I thought I just love the greens, the different shades of green and gold on it. And then we also have some ribbons here as well, and black from a sari scarf and so on. And so over here we also have some wooden beads as well that I put on the edges of the closure. And over here is a little bit something shiny. And then I put the title of Avidity. It is under a little bit of like tulle or something, just for something different. And so let's check it out inside. So it is quite full when you open it. And I like this effect, the fan effect, I guess. So let's see in the beginning here. We do have a pocket right away, and inside the pocket I have this like a little folder, but it's a journaling card. It's just a larger one, so more space for you to write on. And then over here you can add something or write with a white gel marker. And it does have like a script here, and I tried to find some unusual things, and I put that in since it is a witch journal, and I just always figure something unusual goes along with that. So over here we have a journaling card of a lady. She has this hat filled with roses, and it is beautiful, but at the same time she is also very odd in a way. And then over here I have a little bit of collaging and some of those words I like to use, and it is eco-dyed with different flower petals and so on, so it gives me this effect. So there is this is cardstock, and then so we have this pocket right here as well, and then as you turn, a little bit of eyelash trim here, and a belly band with this beautiful collaging with cheesecloth and black fabric, and some green here, a little bit of a shiny bead right there as well in here. And this is another journaling card with a nature scene, greenery, which we don't have yet, but something that I dream about, that's for sure. So if you're still dreaming for greenery, then this is a good little journaling card to use. Then I did put in some flowers as well, botanicals and so on. put in here a little cluster collaging and so on with fabric. It says inspire, and a little bit of writing space with graph paper, and then fabric ruffle. So there's purples, there's blacks, and greens, those types of colors. So over here on this page, you have, it's like a folding or I don't know, double fold or folding journaling card. And I did stamp up some things, and I put a little bit of text on each side, but you can write on this page as well, and maybe cover it up if you wish, and just, you know, have a little secret message in there. Over here is, this is from a book, and it is actually quite large. I don't know if you can see it all. It just folds out, and it does have the interesting, you know, those pictorials where back in the day they were writing on the wall and so on. So it does have a little story and so on, something that you can read about it. And it was just so long that I folded it over. And then over here as well, you have a pocket that you can put something in with a little bit of see-through as well. So just put a paper clip here just to keep it tight. And then on the other side is a little journaling card with this also very pretty, little bit shiny tab over here for casting a circle, simple circle casting. And then just a little bit something here on some, a little notebook that I have, but it has these odd pictures on it, so I like that. And I added one of these journal tags that I did a while back, and has also a little bit of a bead over here. And I just like the way the colors are all coming together here, and a little bit of a muted. Each one you can write into little journal spots in there. And then I do give you this whole page to write on as well. And then here's a little bit about folk herbs, about mint. So you can look up into that, and cooking with mint. And if you would like to read something about it, then this is something I printed from the New York Public Library. And it does say it's a witch house in Salem, built 1631. So I really like it. It's a nice large house. Obviously, you can have some meetings in there maybe. And in the back is a journal card with a little bit of my own marble paper. And lots of sewing on here, on the tags and journal cards, and throughout the journal as well. Here is just one of those, you know, in the photo album, sometimes you get this paper in the olden, you know, older photo albums where you actually used photographs, usually black and white, and they had these nice see-through paper. This is one of those. So you can write on it, but it's just nice. I like it to flip it. So there we go. A little bit more of flowers here, and a little writing label that I like to do. And over here is a little tag with a little bit of fabric collaging with it looks like 2 or 3 different fabrics. And then we have some lined paper in the back of this over here too. Also, I try to use a lot of texture in this, like a lot of threads and hanging things. I do like that effect. So here, especially this one goes well with this journaling card, that's for sure. And of the spider. There we go. So this is a good, also like a Halloween journal if you need one for Halloween as well. And then this is authentic book page about dreams, explaining dreams. And I just did a little bit of sewing through some of the ones that, so that you can separate. And then over here we have this lady, and a little bit more. I tried to sort of sneak in some sparkle here and there, and it is telling you about something here about green fields and saintly voices. So I don't know, you know, sometimes witches like to be outside and commune with nature and whisper some sweet things out there. So on this beautiful green, look at this beautiful green, a little bit shiny and so on, cheesecloth. So a lot of this type of fabric used in this journal. And a couple more journal cards here. Here's one, and on the back, of course, is, you know, tea or coffee dyed paper. This one's with some of the symbols and more collaging. And over here too, I sewn some lines you can write on top of them. So I included this black paper, so you can use a white gel marker or something on top of that. And then over on the other side, I just left these pieces of paper, if you can see them. And you can tear off a piece. Well, this one actually says piece, like peace. You can tear off a little piece of it, or whatever it says here, fauna, nature, dream, and you know, put the little label somewhere else in the book. So I just kind of left it loose so that you can do that. And then over here is it's just something about trees, one of the old paintings. And, well, it says about mints also. So a little bit more about mints. And over here it says creativity. And I left a bit of burlap strands over here that I happen to have with some burlap that's sitting here. And strands were coming off it. And I was just going to kind of toss it. And I thought, well, no, I could put it in here. And looks actually, it's making a figure 8 here for some reason, but you know, you can snip it and use it somewhere else, either here or even, you know, whichever other journal you might have. So over here is a little flip out, some space to write on, and more of collaging here, and some lovely paper, which one of those that, you know, I forgot about, and it's sitting in a tray for a long time. Anyways, a little bit more shiny here, and gold. And here, this one, it actually has a little bit of a snippet. I don't know, when I see some snippet of words or a phrase that I like, I couldn't get enough of. So anyways, I just left that in there from some page maybe that I was maybe using for something. And it is a pocket in this one. And then I give you a little bit of black and purple and blue, just some snippets of fabric, and you can use it for whatever you wish, either in this journal or somewhere else, whatever else you have going. You know, sometimes you're busy with some other things maybe, and you think, maybe I could use that purple thing from here. So, and then over here, I just like these blue beads. Well, beads, not beads, but I don't know, some kind of seeds or something. I'm not sure what they're from, but then over here I gave you a label, which came out really nicely coffee dyed. And then here is a little bit more of plants and more fabric on the bottom. And this is a pocket, and also I have a bead here, just a little bead that falls over. And then inside the pocket, let me see what's in here. I think it's this notebook that you open up, which has different pages of different size, but their color is just so lovely, with blues and pinks and so on. And then I just stained it a little bit with black at the edges. So, you know, just for some different notes that you would like to make. And then on the next page, we have a bit of the pentagram here. It's all sewn, if you feel it. It's sewn over. And then there is I think this is maybe from the tea, tea bag over here. And then, I don't know, I call these rhinestones, or what are these called? There's another, I always forget that name, and I mean to write it down somewhere so I can see it and remember it finally. But anyways, and then over here, a little bit more purple with a little bit of the tea bag as well. And then over here, a little bit more, and then some stamping, a bit more of the plants. And this lady here, well, she looks like maybe she was somewhere doing, you know, a little bit of a ritual or something. And here's another little notebook. And this one has also little pages of different size, even flip out. And in the middle, well, I'm sorry, not the middle, but you also have this see-through paper here. And in the middle is just for writing and so on. So there we go, another little notebook. And then on top of this here, paper that where I have words and just a little bit more sewing here, collaging, and some lace over here. Yeah, and I tried to use some red as well. So green over here, a little bit of a collage with paper, and some line paper, and a map, you know, just in case you need to check out where you might want to go when we can go out, of course. And here on the other side, you have some paper to write on, and a little bit about apparitions and witchcraft, and just a little bit something. This is, you know, from the public domain that you can print out, and I just thought interesting, a little bit something to read. And then a little bit more of collaging here, and then sewing on the other side. So this is the middle of the signature, and in the middle we also have some beads, and also very cute. And I left these in case you want to attach something else, or you can snip it off however you would like. And then I did find this lady in one of the books, and I just thought it was interesting, the way she's looking at herself and discovering a little bit more about herself. And over here I used 2 ribbons that I wove through together and sewn on, and then on the other side is the black and white. And I did put here, it says vision, so something a little bit different. And these are again all the tabs on the top, and they're just, I love the colors of them, very boho or gypsy like, and so on. And over here just a little bit of washi tape, and then this piece of paper right here is that same washi tape on this side, and this lovely color it came out. It's almost like little, I don't know, little designs in this paper, like little pictures or something. And then this is a digital collage that I made myself, and I wanted to include one of these here. Back of that, a little bit more here, collaging on top. And here's another lady. I think she looks very much like the other one, just a different picture. Maybe she's quite popular, I don't know. And then here too is another little notebook with different papers. I even stitched one together and so on, and with this beautiful purple flower on top. And over here is another little pocket, and inside is just a little cloth. It's really burlap, but a little piece where, you know, I don't know, you might want to put it somewhere else also, and use it in some different way. It was just very cute because I liked it because it had red on it as well, not just your regular burlap of the beige color, but also a little bit of other color. So I included that in here. And then this here is authentic. This is something, it was in a book that I found here at the house, at the inn. And it has an address, and then on the back as well. But just the patina, the color on this is just so beautiful. And I just sewn it on so you can see under, or you can write under as well, a secret message, and then you know, just cover it up with that. And over here it says especially for my, and you can probably maybe fill it in for who, and I just stamped a little deer on it. And this is a pocket also, and I stamped some lines on it. And inside here is paper that I aged myself. It looks very old, and I tried to make it extra very soft, and just to make it to look like it's very old, but and it did do the trick. So just a little care on that, but also very usable for your notes. So that's a pocket. In the back I I made this pentagram from branches, and I photographed it myself, so I used that in here, and a little bit more of collaging here, and over here a little bit more of that stain paper. This to me looks almost like a mountain with some trees on it, and a sun coming up from the back. I mean, not that I actually painted that, but it just came out that way. And that's what I see here, actually, different mountains, maybe hills here. And then a tab on top. And those are those seeds here. And this one is also a pocket. And inside this pocket, let me see, is a little bit of... I did get this book in Europe, actually, a very, very old book. And I did scan it and use it. I did also... put some color on it to make it look a little more in a purple theme. And in the back I use some very coffee stain paper. Also has some kind of patterns, almost like coffee grinds. And maybe, I don't know if anybody reads coffee cups or tea leaves, or maybe it's almost something like that. So a large journaling card there, and also a little ditty over here, a bit more of the golden and that beautiful stained paper, a little bit more collage over here, also a little bit more burlap if you wanted somewhere, and a little flip out there. It says here whimsy, more collaging, and then this beautiful green on the top, and a little bit more herbs or plants. This one says nutmeg. Looks like it's for spinach soup. So in the back here too, you have some more drift, bounty, prosperity, some more words that you might want to use somewhere else, and a nice black paper with some little bit sparkly lines, and then a pocket for you to fill up with something. And here too, I just like the green on this. Looks like it's a map of France in case you want to go, I guess. And then from the Dream Dictionary, authentic piece. And this one says silence. You know, when you meditate maybe, or something of that sort, you just want a little bit of silence. And all on the bottom too, it has texture with threads and eyelash trim and so on. Little tab or label over here. A bit more of the plants, the see-through piece over here too. I just gave you some very old looking paper that I made, and the little pieces as well that you can, you know, choose to put somewhere else. And a little bit more of the old witch house, it says here, so in Salem, Massachusetts. So I just like that picture of the house. Anything that is sprawling and large, I love anything like that, especially the olden houses. They just had just so much character, to me anyways. And a little bit more about mint, and mint juleps, mint lassie, I don't know what that means. And a little bit page with lines, and over here as well. Over here I put a couple of pieces of paper. You can tear them out, use them somewhere else, so you can use them here with this beautifully stained paper as well. And then a little bit of lace on top here. And on the back I did the same. A little bit of sort of greenish paper, I think. And then some graph paper, and that has the ruffle. And a little bit more of plants. And here's another belly band. This one this is authentic. I have this book. It has various things in it. This is a shell necklace and how to make it. And I just like the instructions and the feel of this paper. Looks very, very vintage. And, you know, maybe you can look it up and see what you need to do to make a shell necklace. And this beautiful belly band here. That shiny bead. And in the back I have the runes, the symbols, what each one means in case you need to look it up. And of course it has the fabric collage here with a bit of paper in this pocket, and then as well here. So each page is something with a lot of texture all throughout the book. And so if you like that kind of thing, certainly that would be a book for you. And then in the back here, a couple more journaling cards to write on. And this is the coffee stain paper that I used in the backing of this. And one final ruffle or tab over here. So this is the end of Avidity. Avidity means enthusiasm or excitement. So, you know, just something to get us a little bit excited over something during this, well, very sometimes painful time, because we're denied a lot of things that, you know, normally we take for granted. So it has certainly been, you know, sort of hard to get used to not being able to go out whenever you feel like, and certainly is very hard not seeing all the friends or family you would like to see. So I hope everybody's getting by okay with that, and hopefully we'll see the other side to this soon. So this is the end of Avidity, and I hope you will check it out in my Etsy shop. I appreciate you coming by to see this video. Again, it's Rosie at RoseByNameCo. Take care. Bye-bye.